How is it going, everyone? Welcome to Celaria, a game that, well, as you can see, it's an indie game, a 3D first-person platformer that I purchased a very long time ago because it was cheap. And well, I guess I only played it now, but I'm not sure what to... Well, I kinda do know what to expect, but I'm not sure what difficulty to expect, though I cannot imagine it being too high, but we will see. So there is a single player campaign that my camera is vlogging right now, but it says campaign, so I'm gonna do that. Beginning, well, I'm also vlogging this. It says beginning, passage, gap, acceleration, and glide. I'm assuming this is the tutorial, so let's go. Okay, so there is acceleration apparently. Wait. I think that jump is also like depends on how much you press the jump button. Well, there's also like you know, ledge grabbing. Are there records here? I got a bronze medal. Wait, does it tell you what time the gold medals are? Maybe I should have played the tutorial first, because maybe there are things that I'm... Yeah, like there is an actual tutorial. So, because I think that there are ways to jump that I'm not doing that I probably should be doing. So what does this say? Red blocks are checkpoints, they can be activated by simply touching. Okay, sure. I'm more interested in the way that jumping works, because I certainly did something wrong on that first stage, but I mean, I beat it, yes, but it would be nice to at least get a gold on the very first stage. Forward momentum in order to perform a wall climb. Run, jump, and hold. Okay, see, that's important. Didn't know that. So you cannot infinitely climb it, you can only climb it if you have the momentum. Falling from a certain height will stun you for a brief second if you hit the floor too hard. Press and hold control right before you hit the floor. Okay. Well, that didn't work, I think. Okay. It's not control by default, by the way. I changed that because it was shift by default, but I don't like shift to crouch or slide. I'm way too used to control for that. Yeah, you can slide like that. I blame Warframe for that. Warframe made me used to that. Okay, perform a wall run. Well, that one I didn't know. That's mostly because it's what they show the most in the trailers on Steam. Like half of the time they are wall running, so okay. Look to your left while holding the jump button and quickly release and okay, so you need to press it again. You can move your camera freely while doing a wall run in order to preempt your jump. Okay, well, that's also useful to know. It definitely was important to do the tutorial first, without a doubt. Also, how is it going, Wasabi? It's an indie game, it's to be expected. So, a color border around the edge of the screen indicates if a block affected your abilities. Oh, this is ice. Well, weird that you just didn't mention that ice blocks make you skate, but I guess you can easily figure it out. But there's most likely not only ice. Well, I don't know what that green thing does. Doesn't seem to make... Oh, I think it makes you jump higher. You pull yourself up automatically if you... Yeah, I know that. You can press Ctrl while in air to perform a crouch jump. I don't think that one is gonna be easy. Okay, I think I pull it off, but that's not easy to do. Oh, and that's basically it. Though I don't think I'm pulling it off properly. Or maybe I am, hold up. Because that's grabbing the ledge, but doing a crouch jump here, I don't know how I pull it off. Oh, my bad. Well, you can reset, don't worry. It like, so, is that what counts? But no, that's doing the same thing as holding. Yeah, so I guess I'm not doing it right. Oh, I guess it's after you... No, I don't. Hold up, let me read that again. You can press Ctrl while in air. Well, it shows it there. I mean, I think I get it, but it doesn't seem like I can jump high enough for that. Okay, I guess I can, but I don't think I'm doing it the way the game intends me to do it. It's fine, doesn't matter. I don't mind grabbing the ledge, I guess. Okay, this is simply horizontal movement in the air. Is this the end? Not sure how you can tell it's the end, guys. It's red just like the checkpoint. Maybe the whole thing is red. Okay, I think I can start the campaign now. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get a gold. It's 15 seconds for a gold apparently. Oh no, didn't say 15. How much did it say? Not sure. There is a coin, like they are collectibles apparently. I'm not sure if I want to go for that. Wait, I got a... Oh, okay, I got the gold. Yeah, collectibles, maybe it's something I could do after I'm done with the... Okay, yeah, it's not 15. Actually, hold up. What did it say? It's the other medal? No, this one. Oh, so I think if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like the equivalent of author times in Trackmania. Basically, it's the best time the developer could do, and by the leaderboard here, that doesn't seem achievable unless you are very good. There's only one sphere. Should I play it? Yeah, I guess I could play it just for the sphere. I mean, it's that one up there. But you basically either go for the medal or you go for the sphere. I don't think you can possibly do the two things at the same time. No, it's not possible. Like, you cannot possibly pick that up and get to the end fast enough. Especially since there is... Well, hold up. Am I supposed to do all this alternate? Well, it wasn't necessary to walk that much, but... No. Fuck. Can't believe that I had that much momentum. Also, you're hearing a stock sound effect when? Like, cause I don't hear any effect when I jump. Are you talking about the... No, I'm not sure which effect are you talking about. Like, you mean the countdown? Oh, got that. You know, I'm pretty deaf. When the game saves, try to pay attention, but I don't think I heard anything, but yeah, I'll try to pay attention. Alright, so with that, that's... Yeah, well, technically full completion is when you get this medal, but I'm not gonna go for those medals. Let's see what else you got. Also, just like Trackmania, they use the very unfortunate abbreviation of CP to talk about checkpoints. So yeah, I guess this game is spiritually Trackmania. I fucked up. In a lot of places here it seems like it's a better idea to do a wall jump rather than doing anything else. Seems to be the optimal strategy at least. Nice, yeah, that's as fast as I can do it. Mario Maker moment. That wasn't gold? Really? What is gold? 1355. Wait, how do you want me to do that faster? I thought I was going extremely fast by wall jumping, but apparently not. Well, you can watch a replay. Or can you? Doesn't this mean it's a replay? Maybe not. Well, damn it. I guess not. Well, no, it is a replay. Like, the icon means a replay. Or maybe you have to select it and then press play. Yeah, it's doing that. Alright, so what does this replay do? Wait, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, it's there. Okay, so he went to the right side first. Then the rest he does the exact same thing I do. Oh, because he uses that platform up there, doesn't he? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I guess being able to watch replays might be necessary for some maps. Because you know that I'm not very good at coming up with strategy and shit. Like, I'm not good at discovering things, so I just need someone else to show me the path. Okay, so that's that. And then there are the spheres. So let's do the sphere. So for that, yeah, off you go, personal best. Don't worry, I'll be there. You know, just. Oof. Okay, you're supposed to go through here. It's also weird. Oh, that's a Wait, why is that green? Doesn't green mean to? Well, maybe it's just decoration. Just seems like a weird decoration. It's fine. Ah, shit. Because you can see in the distance some blue and yellow buildings that are most likely unreachable, so it's just decoration probably. Okay, so that's fine. Oh, I didn't expect it to finish so soon, like the wall to end so soon. It's fine, it's fine. No, don't do that. Yeah, I'm surprised that... Oh, you cannot... Yeah, I guess if you don't have any momentum, you cannot wall climb. Like, if you're falling down and you get next to a wall, it's not gonna make you wall climb, I guess. Makes sense. Alright, so... Try to actually jump. There you go. Nice. But wait, do you have to finish the stage? Because I'm in the middle of nowhere. Well, I don't think I can come back from this. Maybe you just need to... Yeah, like... Well, we can find out easily. Wait, hold up. You don't die for being down here? Well, okay. But is there any way to go back up? Because I don't think it will be the... Like, this is ice, no. Well, we can check though. If I go into map selection, yeah, it counts. Okay, so you don't need to finish, you just need to get it once. So gap. Let's see. And we already start with the special things. Also, it's pretty easy to say here in these ones where it's obviously quite easy to beat this stage as well. Wow. Oh, that's a checkpoint. Damn it, I thought I did something sick, but no, that wasn't sick. Well, hold up, here is something that I'm not sure if it's a good idea to change the buttons, but like R is to reload from a checkpoint, while backspace is to reload the whole thing. Not sure Because that's the thing, like these stages are most likely gonna get a lot harder later on. Do you hear it? So you mean the checkpoint sound? Okay, I'm gonna try paying attention now. Assuming I can get to it, of course, because if we're not getting to it, I'm not gonna be hearing shit. You know? Let's try. Okay, yeah, I see which one you mean. I don't know if it's a stock sound, it could be, I don't know, but... No, you sack of shit! Fuck. Like, I'm pretty sure that the way you do that is by wall jumping on both sides, but I couldn't pull it off. Though, I mean, I could see what world record does here, but I'm pretty sure he just does that. Well, maybe he optimizes earlier, but... Alright, let's see, Mr. World Record, what makes you so special? Well, he doesn't even take the left side. And he just ignores everything, but I'm more interested on how you do the ending. Oh, he actually doesn't take the other wall. Alright, good to know. So, going on the right side... Is that really faster? I mean... I believe him. Yeah, that's certainly faster. So apparently no, because I'm slower than my previous or no, maybe it's comparing me against him. The issue is that, okay, so instead of jumping on the first, well, the first time, I think you're supposed to land. Let me start. That's not easy to pull off. I think that you're intended to... I think I need to angle the first jump better. Something like that? No. No, I probably have to start running on the wall very early, like this. But yeah, but by jumping as well. So yeah, you also need to get the first jump properly, mister. So I cannot really pull it off. Not sure why, but that final jump is cocking me. Hold up. Let me pick this shit up. Though, is that how you pick it up? Or are you supposed to do... Because the shovel or whatever it is up there. Maybe not, but I didn't see anything on the other side that could help. Though there are more than one, actually. And considering that there are those green buildings there, you probably are intended to do that, okay. But then if they can be multiple of those, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to try to go for all of them. It seems a little bit hard. Ah, shit. Come on. Okay. Didn't mean to do that, but... it works. So you can just... No. The issue is you get there and you're pretty far from the beginning of the stage to actually make it count. It's a little bit of an issue. Because... how do you do this? Well, I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to wall jump. Yeah, okay. And then the... okay, so the other one cannot be from this side. It's way too far. But hold up. No, I don't think you could do it from down here. That seems ridiculous. Not to mention, why would it work from down here and not from above? Alright, so for that one, it has to be this jump. Yeah, okay, it was simply aiming a little bit better. There you go, and then boom. Okay, and now for the gold medal, hopefully. I'm still iffy about the final jump. Does not seem very doable to me. Can you at least start it properly? Okay, maybe actually you are supposed to jump the first time, like not simply run and land, but I forgot about the roll, my bad. Oops. I don't need it though. There you go. Okay. That should be all, indeed. So, another one for the collection. Nice. Acceleration. Wait, there is not any other sphere. I'm a little bit concerned by the name of this level. Acceleration, what are you gonna make me do with it? Oh, so this yellow thing is the first time. Okay, what it does is it makes you go a lot faster. That's what it does. Pretty much. But that's obviously not the way you're intended to do it. And even less so like that. Okay, no. Need to do better, come on. I think the gold medal is 18 seconds, so... I don't think that's faster. I think you're supposed to jump ahead. The problem is that here, a lot of these jumps require you to roll. It doesn't seem like rolling is something I can do very easily while I'm supposed to go that fast, right? Well, as always, we can ask the wise here what they think about it. Alright, Mr. World Record, what do you have to say about this? It's probably... Well, yeah, jumping that... Okay, he slides. He doesn't even jump on that one. Oh, it makes sense, because if you were to jump, you need to worry about rolling on the way down when you land. He does like a couple of micro optimizations, but... Though, running all the way like that is not easy. I think that might be harder than it looks. Or maybe not. Wasn't that big of a deal. I fucked that up though, damn it. A lot of times it's hard to properly do a wall jump. They are not as easy as they might seem. Okay, though, is that enough for gold? Was it 16 or 18? No, it has to be 18. No, I mean 16 is the time of this thing, of the world record, so yeah. So how many... Well, technically not that far from world record. That's, in a game like this, I guess it's a lot. So 2 spheres to collect. Where? Well, they are probably in the middle. If I had to take a guess. Like hidden. Well, yeah, there is one up there. So you would probably need to do a lot of stuff with momentum to pull that off. And then the last one is up there. The problem is that this seems like you have to abuse the physics so much to pull that off. Well, I'm not sure if that's abusing the physics, but it's certainly not easy. So yeah, I don't get how to do that one. Maybe I shouldn't try to go for completion. Might be a bad idea. Maybe just going for... you know... for the gold medals is good enough. Okay. So that's the thing I need. Do I need to go there for that? Probably. Okay, and this becomes more of a... No, dude. There are a lot of times where I don't want to jump, but it does it anyways. It's a... Oh, my momentum is gone. Fuck. Yeah, like there are a lot of times where it wall jumps when I don't want it to. It's hard to explain, I guess. But it does happen. So I'm still a little bit confused about that one. How do you get that? Like again, probably with a lot of momentum bullshit, but I don't know. Well, see, in that case, like my idea was doing a wall jump, but it ended up sending me flying. So honestly, if I cannot figure out how to get the first sphere, I shouldn't bother with the second one. But yeah, like this one, just trying to think, it might be related to this platform here. Like somehow having enough momentum to... Yeah, I guess, though, that's weird the way the physics are working here. It's like sometimes you accumulate a lot of momentum in the wall and you get set flying with the wall jump. It's very awkward, but it seems that that's how it works. Alright, so that's one, at least. And the other one... I mean, I know how to get it, just that it's annoying to do the... like the initial approximation. That's the part that is annoying. I'm not even trying to do this fast right now. Come on, wake up. I would at least like to have the gold and all the spheres for at least what seems to be the first chapter. Well, I don't know if they call it chapter or what's the official name, but okay. So you jump here, but the difference is, yeah, like you gotta be careful to not overly jump here. Well, that was the opposite of overly jumping. Yeah, I feel like if I try hard that one, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass in general, like not just now but later on when the stages actually get harder. So I probably should drop this idea of completionism before it breaks my mind, you know? Probably a good idea. But here, I mean, it has to be a wall jump, but... oh, come on. Alright. Maybe I'll come back to it later, but yeah. It's too... you know. I mean, if there was a checkpoint nearby, maybe, but having to get there every single time is a little bit annoying. Oh, wouldn't pull that off. Wait, for this one, not sure if doing that is better. So I think this game doesn't make any distinction between if you beat a stage or not, if you want to see the replay. Like, you could probably see the replay from the very beginning. That wasn't good. Let's see what's the secret here. So you have to go back to map selection, I think, to select a replay. Something that you can do it when you press retry. Alright, mister. So these guys seem like they jump in order to give themselves a little bit of momentum. Oh, so here instead of steering you should go here. Okay, well that's the secret. Then it's just a matter of pulling it off, but essentially that's the secret. I mean, it's not much of a secret since it's an easy view, but though it's hard to pull off still, because you kinda have to like, you cannot grab because you cannot stop your momentum. You need to, no matter what, land on top. Yeah, like that. And hopefully not hitting the wall. I think maybe another thing that could confuse me a little bit here is the FOV. I'm not sure. Wait, and what do you do after that? A little bit of an issue. Because once you get there, it's like there's not much you can do. I didn't see what this guy did. And I won't be able to... Wait, there is a button for free camera. But I don't remember which one it was. It wasn't in the tutorial either, I think. Wait, hold up. What's the button? Free camera is F2. Okay, so what does this guy do at the end? Doesn't seem like you can go up with the... Oh, you have to point. So what do you do, mister? Like, he does that? Yeah, and here what do you do? Wait, what? Did he do like 2 jumps or something? Maybe he simply jumped into the top one, I guess. Wait, how do you go back? I've already forgot what button I press. F2. Yeah, F2 is a weird button for that. But yeah, no, something tells me that the completionism will have to not happen, because I don't think I can pull it off. I also think that the FOV is something I should change. It's just that I don't know how, because it's pretty clear that I'm misaiming a lot of things. But when I say that I don't know how, I mean that I don't know to what FOV, because yeah, I know how to change it, it's in the options, but like, I'm not sure if it will be necessary to have like a smaller one. Well, we could check though. No, it's not here. Actually, I think it's in the options menu. Video, FOV. It's, I don't know how this could help me. But against my better judgment, let's do it like this. Like the maximum FOV you have, which, if I'm not mistaken, should make everything look a lot more compact, right? Kinda. Not sure if that's gonna make my aim better. I think if anything, shouldn't it be the opposite? If I want to make my aim better, I should see more of the map instead of less. So it's not a free editing of the FOV. Yeah, no, like, it seems that it doesn't matter at that point. I don't remember what was the default FOV though. So if I want to make it back, we are in trouble. Nah, it's fine. That's the issue. That final jump, I have no clue how to do it. Unless there is a way to get the gold medal from the normal path. Doesn't look like it. The amount of speed that you lose is way too much. So hold up, let me put the FOV back to normal, which, I mean, it was in the middle. I don't remember exactly where. 110, I think. Probably. I think I remember that's what it said. I don't know also the FOV that I played in, well, in the few first-person shooters that I play, as I usually don't play genres like that, but yeah. I don't know which FOV they have. Didn't do. I wanted to at least get all the golds in the first one, but I might not be able to. Like, this gold seems, unless that's not the path, but how could I possibly go faster if the ice is slowing me down? Like, I don't think you can do it faster on that other side. Like, you have to go on the left side. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And also, for some reason, you don't even try to grab that one. Is it because I'm not high enough? It's possible. It's like that last jump seems not doable. Alright, I'm gonna do one final attempt, and if it doesn't work, we're just gonna move on. I think it's better that way. Yeah, let's just move on. This one doesn't seem like it's happening, not to mention that this is probably gonna be extremely hard just to finish, so shouldn't be attempting to do anything extraordinary. Is that what I was intended to do? Maybe. Okay. Well, that's a checkpoint. I was about to say that one was very easy, but no, it's... Ah, fuck you. Yeah, I jumped too early, I guess. And now I jumped too late. Nice. It's fine. Okay, that seems to be the intended path, but see if I can do it in one try. So something that I didn't change either was the mouse sensitivity. I don't know if that's something I should change. It seems to be doing well though. No, there is the typical saying that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It seems that it is working well. I don't know. So what was that, by the way? No, that wasn't gold. I guess I shouldn't have expected. Oh, what the hell? Hold up. What's the goal here? 27. So there's clearly an alternate route. Alright, well, I just wanna see it. I don't think I should try harder. Seems like a bad idea. Okay, so what do you do? Well, he does that slightly different. Oh, he jumped super early there. But how do you get that momentum to do that? I wonder. I'm not sure where he's getting all that momentum from. Holy shit. Alright. Okay, well, I got it there, but I don't know what I did different that time. Something clearly, but... Oh, you have to... That's so hard to do. That's so hard to do. Yeah, I don't think I'm pulling this off. The problem is that that is a time save that you most likely need, because the time save on the first half is not enough. But that's so messed up, like really? You want me to pull this off? I cannot. Like there is no way. Yeah, there is absolutely no way I can do this. But it does seem like the only way, unless you can jump. Okay, you can probably jump straight there, but does that make any difference? I mean, I guess technically you are closer, but well, it's also extremely hard to pull off. Okay, that works. Oh, and then you can wall jump there. Okay, that seems more doable. Let's do that. That actually seems reasonable. Okay, though it still feels pretty random whether I can. Like, I don't feel like I'm... Okay, there is an issue. The tutorials say that you could freely move anywhere when you are wall running, but that's not true, because if you look to some other place rather than where you're running, you lose the speed, right? So it's not like it's free movement and you automatically walk on the wall, right? Or maybe you do and I simply did something different. It's hard to tell, honestly. Yeah, this one I should be able to pull it off, assuming that I can do the right jumps on the same attempt, I guess. No, you missed that. Fuck you, dude. How did you miss that? There are a lot of times where having a lot of momentum is an issue. It's fine though. It is actually, you kinda wanna look on the wall simply to see how high you are going. Not because it makes you go faster, so maybe it is true that there is kind of like a free camera, in the sense that looking around while wall running doesn't affect how fast you're running. I don't know though. I feel like the game works in mysterious ways. Okay, that works for me, but this jump... Like, are you gonna filter me on that final jump? Even though I did it on the first try. Yeah, you're gonna filter me there, okay. Pretty cool. And that's supposed to be the easiest jump to do. Well, certainly easier than that one there. You can kind of bounce off. Okay, final attempt, and I guess I need to conform myself with gold after all. Seems that it might be a better idea. I don't think you're gonna make it there. I mean, that's not enough for gold, is it? No, it's a new record, yeah. What was gold in here? I need to show 1 second. Well, bro, whatever. I guess not. Wait, isn't this supposed to make you run faster? But it's not doing it. Right? Going the same speed here. That's all. Or maybe it's that you don't lose speed. I don't know. I thought the yellow one increased your acceleration, didn't it? Maybe it's just that you don't lose as much speed as you do with a normal wall jump. It's possible. Here it's hard to tell what's the optimal path. Probably not that one. Silver seems to be the thing that you're gonna get, pretty much. Like, gold, you will get it with a lot of effort. And silver, you get it simply by doing what you think is fast. Alright, so what does this guy do? Oh, he goes up. Okay. That also doesn't seem to be easy to pull off. And I'm not sure why not. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be doing anything out of the ordinary here. But for some reason he's able to go up there and... Okay, that works, I guess. Yeah, I kinda get it, but at the same time, seems like a little bit too much. It seems that if you don't already start with that, no. Yeah, I guess it has to be silver. I guess we're gonna start decreasing the standards further. Every level. Well, every level, no, every chapter, I will say. It makes sense, though. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some that are just like close to impossible to just beat. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here, guys. I don't think I can maintain my momentum on wall jumps here, right? Or maybe I can, okay. Yeah, you can. That's bad, it's fine. Can you wall run here? Yeah, kinda. And I got an achievement for performing 1,000 jumps. Didn't realize I did that many. Okay, that one is simply like that. That's probably enough for silver, I guess. Keep in mind that these are still kind of like the tutorial zone in a way. So I cannot imagine what the actual hard levels are gonna be like. That's the wrong side. Damn it. Not sure why I had the tendency to go right there. It's fine. I completely lost my momentum. You know what, this reminds me of another game that I played some time ago called the Super Cloud Build. That game, by the end, it got extremely hard. Though I think it had more stages than this one, and they are also... I think they were more action-based. Come on, I didn't think that that landing was from so high. Okay, what's the gold medal here? Well, if I... Okay, that's doable. It's just that for some reason one of those jumps was high enough and it made me stop, but if that hadn't happened, I'm pretty sure I would have gotten the gold. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Works. They basically just keep doing what you are doing, but... I overshot it, no way. Guess jump a little bit less next time. If I did that roll, I'm pretty sure it would have worked. I wish there was a timer. I think there is a Trackmania plugin that allows the game to... I mean, I'm talking about Trackmania, obviously. That it tells you what the time would have been if you didn't use response. Like, basically... Like... What would have happened if instead of respawning on a checkpoint, you did the whole thing without the fail attempts, right? Like, what would have been that time? I don't think this game has that, but it will be super useful to know if you still will be on good pace or not. Then now I'm... Since I overshot that, I'm doing the opposite, undershooting it. Wait, that was weird. Okay, that should be it. Or is it? It is. Nice. This one doesn't seem like it has much science, though. These guys do it a second and a half faster, so maybe it does have a little bit of science. Well, I could try, since I got the goal, getting the spheres. Just that I think that by now the spheres are probably extremely fucked up to it. I mean, to the point that I cannot even see them. You will probably take some time just to find them, but then good luck getting to them. I don't see them there. They could be completely hidden as well. I don't know. There's one there. Why? How did you do that? There's one there, but I'm not sure where. If the other one is on the first half or on the second half. I'll appreciate if you at least made it to the checkpoint, you know? So now you're not gonna make it to the checkpoint just to piss me off, right? Just so I cannot even do the spheres. Is that how it's gonna be? I mean, I don't particularly mind. Alright, last attempt. Hey, I guess if you don't want me to get the spheres, that's fine, but... Not sure why you wouldn't. Come on. So I made it to the checkpoint. So that one is up there in that ceiling. Okay, the two of them are past the checkpoint. So that one up there. Well, yeah, the question is how do you make it up here? Probably involving a lot of momentum fuckery, but like why you jump straight into this? No, that ain't gonna cut it. So how? And here you cannot watch a replay for that, because the replays are who is the fastest. It's pretty clear that by climbing this wall you cannot pull it off. But there are those two walls in both sides. Maybe you're supposed to do it first from the other side. So it feels like... Okay, hold up. You will probably need to... Well, stop up there, I think. Not sure how though. I still don't understand the logic of how sometimes it climbs a wall and sometimes it just doesn't feel like doing it. Alright, maybe I can do it from here. No, that's too high. Well, I mean, unless I can get there, I'm not going anywhere. Also, how is it going, Clone Cat? Just here trying to figure out physics, unfortunately failing as well. I cannot do it. Come on. If I cannot pull that jump off, it's the same as nothing. At least I could try getting the final one. What's up there, I think. So you will need to pull that jump off. Is this like Mirror says? Well, no. I mean, these are individual levels. I mean, I guess it is like Mirror Edge in the sense that it's a first-person platformer. It's single levels, and it's just based on going fast. Well, here in particular, I'm trying to get some secrets, but I think I won't. I think it's a better idea to not get them. Yeah. I think that I have to like start degrading my approach, my initial approach to this game. I thought I was gonna be able to somehow go for completionism, but you know, that's not on my level. It's way above my level. That's fine. Okay, this is most likely something that you can pull off way faster than this. Okay, there is no doubt about that. Not sure how, but it's pretty clear. That's not how you do that. I also feel that for a game like this, the amount of checkpoints is way too little. I know I compare this game to Trackmania a lot, but in Trackmania I think that you will have at least minimum got a big chunk of checkpoints by the time that you get here, right? So yeah, I suspected that didn't give me shit. Damn, these guys probably cannot pull off what they do. But hold up, the goal is team 24. Well, I feel like the issue here, though, the problem is that technically there is no intended way, right? Like theoretically, like the levels are put in a way that you can essentially scramble to get wherever you need to get, right? And the thing is, saying that, you know, that you're going through the intended path is not something accurate, because there is no intended path. But I wish here, like, at least the path that doesn't require any crazy tricks, that one at least was the one that belonged to the gold medal, right? Or I don't know if the gold medal, but it seems that, like, otherwise you're a slowpoke. No yellow paint. Well, there is yellow paint. It actually makes you go faster. But yeah, no, not the yellow paint that will indicate much. Alright, hold up. Let me try to get one of the guys. Like, for example, the fastest gold medal. Though, hold up. Can you pick it up here and put restart? No. That's also, I feel like, a mistake. Like, you should be able to pick a ghost from there instead of needing to go back here. Alright, fastest gold. What do you do? Oh, you wall? Okay. I mean, okay, no. How the fuck do you do that? Because I don't think you're climbing. Or maybe you are. So how do you do it from there? No, it is a wall jump. The problem is that that's a wall jump that requires you to pretty much murder your mouse. Or rather your wrist. Like, that's a full spin. Okay, well, that wasn't that bad, actually. Would have been worse, but yeah, the issue is, these are... Oof. That's extremely fucked up. No, I cannot pull that off. And I don't know what he did at the end. No, okay, so then that's crazy. So I guess now I already have to lower the objective to simply get the bronze medal. That's messed up. Because the thing is that if those 180-degree turns are gonna be common, I feel like at the very least you will want a button that does that. And by that I mean a button that lets you do the quick turn. Because, like, having to turn around by yourself using the mouse is a lot. Like, it's very messed up. It's one of those look others and feel bad games. I mean, it's a game that requires a skill, so... Like, pretty much any game that requires a skill, yes. It's look at others and feel bad, indeed. Well, it's like shoot 'em ups, you know, like any other genre out there that is about getting good, pretty much. So fuck, like now I don't really have the hope of even getting the bronze here, because I cannot figure out what to do. Was that really high enough? I mean, for this one I'm simply gonna do this. Like, I guess let's just try to get to the end, but then what? Oh, that works actually. Wasn't expecting that to work. And you have... Okay, sometimes it really is an issue, like not understanding when the jump is high enough that you need to roll to land. It's not obvious at all. And if I had rolling those 2 times, I would have been able to probably get the goal. But the issue is that I'm not gonna do that again because I think it was already hard to do that. I don't think I can replicate it easily. So yeah, let's just get that silver and run for now. Seems like it's a better idea. Wait, I wonder... Is that how you feel, Clone Cat, every time that I play a shoot 'em up or something? Do you feel bad? Well, to be fair, at least when it comes to UFO, I feel bad while playing too, so at least I share a little bit with them. Yes. It makes sense. I mean, with shoot 'em ups, it's a question that Yami also asked me a very long time ago. That is, like, why are you so much better at Touhou than anything else? Like, why Touhou specifically? And I say that back then when I started playing, which was, I think, like my last year of high school. I think it's when I kind of discovered Touhou. I just played it a shit ton. I didn't have really anything much better to do. So that sort of obsession, I don't think I would have gotten it right now. Like, it's simply that I use that obsession that I had back there to power me up until today, pretty much. But I think I no longer have that obsession to get better at anything particularly, I guess. So, wait, where am I supposed to go, for fuck's sake? Look at this. Where do you want me to go? Here? Wall jump there? And then, okay, I guess this. That's the idea. Okay, well, now I know. That's why I like when you play UFO. It starts feeling more... what's the word? Man, I hate when I'm thinking of a war that is not even like that big of a deal and I don't know which one it was. Relatable, that's the word. I guess it starts feeling more relatable to see my ass get kicked in UFO. Makes sense. I guess relatable is also not a word that I use very often, so there's that. Yeah, like, it's what I mean. Right there, when you hit the checkpoint, I feel like there should have been a checkpoint way closer. Because if you're going for a medal, it's not like having a shit ton of checkpoints is gonna make a difference, you know? So hold up. Since I was able to see this collectible here, how the fuck do you get this? Maybe... Probably like that, yes, but... I don't think I can be asked. No, thank you. No, I'm gonna try to just get a medal. Also, hold up. You know that my mouse, I have no clue how to place it so it doesn't get annoying. Like, I probably need to use a duct tape with my mouse. I basically do something so it stays, like the cable stays in a place instead of, you know, doing the shit that it does, because it's very annoying. And I usually don't play games like this that require mouse, but when I do, it seems that it is important to somehow be able to keep the cable from moving. Okay, here. Oof. Okay, I don't think that was gold. It was silver at least. Yeah, look, silver is the new gold, okay? That's just how it is. Well, the gold wasn't... Wait, no, it's this one. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say... Gold wasn't that far, yeah. 10 seconds away. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. So that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, at this point, I think that checking the world record is useless because first of all, I cannot even follow. And even if I change to free camera, I don't think it makes a difference. Like, I guess with that I can know the path, but I don't think it's gonna be of great help at all. Also, yeah, obviously that was an extremely slow path, but yeah, so was that. Oh, I was supposed to wall jump there. In this economy it might be... No, I mean, like, stock market is so fake, it's actually crazy. The kind of shit that millionaires are allowed to get away with, it's crazy. Like blatant market manipulation and no one gets punished. Pretty fucked up, honestly. Hey, it's fine. I mean, the people that have money are just invincible, pretty much. They are untouchable. Well, not to mention, I think that I remember reading that some people in the White House like purchase oil right before like the offensive in the Middle East happened because they knew that the prices were gonna rise. And yeah, it's like you cannot be allowed to do that. Like, that's, I don't know if you can call it inside trading, because I think technically it's not. But, well, maybe it is. I don't know. Not sure exactly what the definition of inside trading is, but the point is that you're basically using a privileged knowledge that no one else can have to profit. Yeah, pretty nice, you know? Well, and to make things even more stupid, the fact that the price of oil is going down despite the fact that the conflict did not change at all. So yeah, the economy is so fake, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. That's the reason why I cannot be asked to invest in anything. Because at that point I might as well go to the casino. At least I'm playing games instead of just looking at a boring graph, you know? I can't believe I fucked up like that. Yeah. My advice is never get into stock trading, ever. Unless you're an insider and you can somehow get away with that, do not do it. Stock market might look like gambling, but it's actually fraud. Yes, but the thing is that it's gambling if you don't know about it. In the sense that if you are not in the know and you know exactly what's gonna go up or down, like as I mentioned, like the people in the White House investing in oil right before the attack happened, right? Like at that point, obviously, it's not gambling, that's a fraud because those guys have privileged information, but it's gambling for everyone else, is what I'm trying to say. Because, you know, if for whatever reason you were like, you know what, I'm gonna buy oil because I feel like it, and you did it at that exact time, you actually got money out of it, you know? And it was pretty much gambling because you could not know that, but you got lucky. And obviously that's something that was such a small window, such a small time window that it wasn't gonna, like it wasn't gonna make you earn money unless you got lucky. So that's why I'm saying it's gambling for everyone that is not privileged. Someone needs to be on the receiving side of the fraud. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's just that what I'm saying is that you could be like not an insider and still win, you know? That's the thing. And if you do that, that is gambling because essentially you're not supposed to win because the odds are not on your side, but you still did. It's the same thing as the casino. Like the casino has the mathematic on their side, right? Like, and you could call that a fraud, I guess. But the thing is that, I mean, you could say gambling is fraud. I guess it will be a, you know, it's okay, it's a respectable opinion, but like it's still gambling. Like you can say it's both, it's fraud and it's gambling, because if you get lucky, you will win, right? Assuming you're not an insider where you will win no matter what, yes. But yeah, that's the thing, if you get lucky, you get lucky. Damn it. So how is it going, methods? I was thinking about you when I decided to play this game. Because yeah, it's a first-person 3D platformer. So this one is extremely hard to at least get good results. I mean, if you just want to get the bronze medal, I guess it's not. To get good results in this game, it's very hard, as you can see. So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I guess it is a cool game if you want to put time into playing it. It's for people like me that are very casuals for this type of games. This game is very frustrating. It's actually very frustrating to play, but it's fine. I mean, it's frustrating simply because of skill issue. I'm not sure if I can really point to a very particular flaw in the game. I mean, yeah, I don't know, because I think a lot of things that I could say probably come from ignorance, like why is my character doing this or that? Well, yeah, there's most likely an explanation for that, and you gotta get good, basically. The issue is that, yeah, I don't wanna get good. You know, I'm very casual when it comes to games like this one. I never really try to be good at them. So yeah, it's a little bit of an issue because of that. That one wasn't even close. That's fucked up. So this previous one, damn, 5 spheres. So it comes a point where, okay, like, yeah, forget all the spheres. Forget all the spheres, pretend they don't exist, because you're not getting them all. This is good old skill issue. And I mean, you could make your game like this, methods, but... yeah, I don't know about that. The thing is that at that point, it really depends on what you want. These guys, like the developers of this game, most likely wanted a game with a very high skill ceiling, and they wanted to mostly appeal to, well, to the people that don't mind tryharding. Just keep in mind that because I think that in your case, your objective is basically having the most amount of people to play, right? If that's your objective, doing it like this is not a good idea. Doing it like this, it could work, of course, but you will need to put like... you will need to do it like that game. How is it called? Kinda forgot. It's a game I play. It got gifted to me. Something white. What was it called? Well, the thing is that it's a game that essentially has a very similar storytelling formula to the Persona games, but it's a game like this. It's a 3D platformer game with power-ups. The point is that game has a wider appeal. It has a wider appeal because it has like characters. Precisely because it's like Persona. Not so much, well, I guess the platforming is also very well done, but if it wasn't for like all the storytelling and shit, I don't think it would have the following it has. Neon White is the name of the game, by the way, I just remember it. That's how it's called. I played that game a very long time ago, now that I think about it. Casinos work in a curious way. It's not that uncommon to win, they are just counting on you coming back, because you're gonna lose more times than you win, and if you don't go back they don't care, more people will, and your winning already attracted more people probably. Yeah, it's probably the case, but I mean, the thing is that, as you say, like, you will lose more times than you will win. So it's not that it's a game that has 50-50 odds. Like, it's not like doing a coin flip. It's about you know, yeah, you being constantly in a losing position. So because of that, I think that it's not very different from gambling. I mean, it is gambling. No, I meant to say it's not very different from casinos. I'm an idiot. Holy shit. Brain, please. It's no different from stock trading. That's what I wanted to say. Holy shit, dude. What's going on? I guess it's this game. I'm gonna blame this game. This game is making me lose my mind. Which makes sense, honestly, but... Okay, that sham has cucked me multiple times. Okay, you know what? I will say a flaw that this game has. Lack of checkpoints. This in Trackmania, and I have to compare this game to Trackmania because it's what it probably resembles the most in terms of what's the idea behind the game. Trackmania uses checkpoints not as a way to be like, oh well, if you crash you don't lose progress. Well, I guess, yeah, that's what the idea is, but rather like here it takes it more as like a traditional platforming checkpoint where the idea is to get to the end of the stage. So by having few checkpoints, the chances of getting to the end of the stage are lower, right? The problem with that is that this is a game that it's meant to be played quickly. So if you have few checkpoints, the restarts are basically, you know, just making you redo shit over and over again that makes no sense to redo, because at that point you will just redo the whole stage. Like if you want a good time. I hate this champ. I actually hate that champ. But you know, I was out to say that if you want to get a good clear time, you will restart from the beginning because the checkpoints are simply not reasonable. Like the amount of shit you have to retrain a checkpoint, it's way too much. So at that point, the checkpoints, the only purpose they serve, is for you to finish the stage. But as I said, I think that goes against the whole point of the game, which is finishing the stages quickly. Like you're not gonna do that with most of the checkpoints. See, like for example, that one, that's how checkpoints should work. Like you fail a jump and you immediately restart and you lose the time that it took you to do that jump. But I failed that jump and I have to restart all the way from here, which at that point you need to restart the whole thing because you won't even get a medal by then. So that's the biggest flaw that I can say of the game, that obviously does not involve skill issue. Well, yeah, technically you could say it's a skill issue because if you were good you wouldn't worry about checkpoints. But at that point, why even have checkpoints, right? That's what I mean. It's like, it's something that it's halfway through. Like, if your idea is that every run has to be fast, checkpoints have no reason to exist. And if your idea is to beat, you know, the level, that kind of goes against having medals, I think. Because at that point, the bronze medal should be a lot higher instead of being something that if you respawn, you're most likely not gonna get it unless you go for the fast route, of course. But I do think that that's what I would like to probably call an objective flaw. Like, well, that's an interesting name. Hairy Kill Ground Pisser. Okay. That's the type of people that play this game. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a pretty funny name. I think I remember a lot of games like this that have a leaderboard and there's always some stoner ass name that you cannot avoid having in a leaderboard like that. It lacks balance. I wouldn't say that, because no, what it lacks, I feel it's a clear vision. Or rather, no. The issue is that the checkpoints themselves are like, those are the ones that lack a vision. Like, what's the purpose of the checkpoints? Because it's, as I say, they are too few to make sure that someone that wants to get a fast run actually gets a fast run, and they are too much if the idea is to, well, do that as well, right? Like needing to have a fast run, because at that point, as I say, you will restart the whole thing, so the checkpoints are useless. Fuck. Like, see, for example, that retry, that already will make me not even get the bronze medal. So at that point, what's the point of that checkpoint existing? Yes, being able to finish the level more easily, I guess, but you don't get anything for finishing the level. It's not like you get a participation medal. Like, you need at least a bronze medal. Well, you don't need anything in reality. I mean, technically there is no objective to the game. Because yeah, you could beat every level in campaign mode, but I don't think the game even cares if you beat something if you don't get a medal. It's always Noob Slayer. I agree. Damn it, dude. I'm getting my ass kicked so badly, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I guess you might be right, Klonka. This is probably how people that watch the shoot 'em ups I play and they are like, wow, that's pretty cool, I wanna do that. And then they get the game. Though I feel like that's also a little bit like overrating my abilities. I'm certainly not bad at shoot 'em ups, but I think that, you know, there are people that do a lot better. I don't know. Meh. Okay, this champ is, I guess, another thing. If you wanted to have few checkpoints, you probably want them right before champs that are hard. And in this case, this is the champ that is hard. Not the previous one where the checkpoint is. So that's also another thing. That pretty much the summary is what the one I already say. Like, what's the purpose of checkpoints? Really feels like they have no purpose. So here, can I even get a bronze medal? Doesn't feel like I can. Feel like it's not happening. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do on that platform anyways. Like, well, right there I couldn't even get there. Okay, and now I'm not. Wait, it's because... No, but I didn't do that champ before, did I? Now I'm doubting myself what I even did. Damn it, dude. Yeah, that's what I did, okay. Yeah, that's so hard to pull off as well. That champ, okay, that champ should be enough, but that's assuming you can wall run on it. The wall run, didn't it? Yeah, I'm starting to doubt if I can even get the bronze medal here. It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. And keep in mind that these are still not even supposed to be the hard levels. We still haven't gotten to those. So yeah, that seems problematic. That seems a little bit problematic. Oh, by the way, I tested Need for Speed No Limits this time and it actually does seem to work. It seems to work fine. So that will be the next game, by the way. Need for Speed No Limits will be the next game, which is probably a horrible idea because even if the game works well, which is not a minor thing, the fact that I can run an Android game so well, it's, you know, pretty cool. Yeah, the point is that it's probably not a good game. it's fine though. I'll play it and we will see how far we're gonna go. Like once the game starts demanding payment to progress, like Asphalt does, yeah, that's when we can just say fuck this shit. Yeah, I'm curious how far we can actually go before that happens. How far do you think? I don't know. Will be very far. Maybe not. Alright, this level is pissing me off. It's the last one of the 3 stars thing. Oh, you need to beat it. So, okay, the game does care about you beating the levels. I thought that it didn't. But yeah, I think that means you don't need a bronze medal, you just need to beat it. Okay, well, sure. Whatever, I guess. Guess we're gonna be doing that. You know, I think that this is also another thing. The fact that this counts as a collision. So it's like what I was saying earlier with the FOV. Like I thought the FOV was the problem, and maybe it is, but I feel like this shouldn't be a collision, dude. Like here like you can tell that the wall is kind of on my field of view, even looking perfectly straight. So yes, it makes sense that it's a collision, but I feel like when you're going fast, you naturally don't feel like you're gonna crash against this, you know? And if you look at your model, it's only because of your arm that you're crashing. So cannot you like Naruto run or something? Maybe not. It's like if it's like Asphalt, not very hard unless you're willing to grind. I'm certainly not willing to grind, yeah. Also, I think you meant not very far, or do you mean not very hard? Well, I don't know what my original sentence was, honestly, so... You probably mean that I'm not gonna get very far unless I grind, right? In which case I agree. Wholeheartedly. But hey, maybe not. Look, maybe Electronic Arts, out of the goodness of its heart, actually made No Limits a game that you can actually play. No, you meant far, okay. Yeah, I agree, but no, as I say, maybe Electronic Arts, out of the goodness of its heart, actually made a game that you can fully beat, that is free to play, and that you don't need to do a single microtransaction to beat it in a reasonable time. I don't see why you wouldn't think that. What makes you think Electronic Arts will pull something like that off? You know, I don't really have any hope, but yeah, hope is something that I don't have, but I do have curiosity. That's the thing. Okay, why do you not wall run on that one? That's the same thing that happened last time, and that's the only thing preventing me from getting to the end. Why cannot you wall run here? Oh, you can wall run, yeah, I guess. Oh, sorry, princess, that the fucking angle wasn't exactly the one you wanted. My bad, instead of doing like 50 degrees, I did 40. Sorry. Corn on the show. I have a feeling this guy didn't actually mean corn. I think he meant another world, but he probably couldn't put it. Hey, I got it. But damn, that's fucked up, dude. Oh wait, I just realized that you can see the level in the background. I thought this was a random ass background. It's the actual level. Pretty nice. Yeah. I'm looking forward. Like, in fact, I almost wanted to play No Limits today, but you know, like I have to take a break between Need for Speed games, because otherwise I'm gonna end up dreaming of cars. But I think that surprisingly I don't really dream about racing games, despite how much I'm playing them lately. That's, I guess, because it's something that I pretty much have incorporated. It's not like I'm playing something completely new. Like, I think I remember, not sure with what game, but there are games that I played on stream that are so atypical to what I usually play that I do end up dreaming of them afterwards. It's just that I cannot think of a single example right now. So I guess that all the games that I played recently are things I'm very used to. See, I'm not sure which one I could think of, but I think it did happen. Fuck. Though I'm starting to get a little bit lost here. Where am I supposed to go? So you jump here. No, but you cannot do that jump. And do I have to call Mr. Ghost? Okay, Mr. Ghost. This guy, I think he's the world record holder for every single map. But it's probably a bad idea to know what he's doing, because I most likely cannot follow half of the shit he does. Yeah, no, I cannot do that. See, that's the issue. Following that guy, I'm not getting anywhere. Yeah, maybe I could follow a gold medal. You don't have to scroll that down to even see a gold medal. Hey, let me probably see someone slower. Yeah, like this good vibes frog. Alright, good vibes. I want to see how good you're vibing here. Yeah, I'll let you go first. Okay, sure, that's whatever. So you do this, jump there. This is pretty much what I did. Oh, that's... okay. No, that is what I did, but he does go upwards after... well, upwards, I mean to the next platform after the first pillar. Oh, so that's the path. Do you know that I think the problem there wasn't that I didn't know how to do that. I think the problem there is that I didn't know that's the path, because it's extremely confusing. Like, you see all this shit, but nothing that points to where you're intended to go. In the first levels, it was very obvious, but... because, I mean, like, there was only like one path, but here it's not obvious at all. I guess my main issue, and probably one of the hardest skills to get in this game, is being able to do a wall run when you're essentially going to a wall, like straight to a wall, instead of already approaching a wall diagonally like this one. If you have a wall that is right in front of you, like, you have to kind of do that angle on your own. That's very hard to pull off. Like, that one didn't work. It's like you really have to do an awkward angle. I mean, it's not like the angle in itself Well, I guess yes, the angle in itself is the issue. It's not very obvious, really. Man, we are pretty far from that Gabi from an hour ago that was basically hard settling to getting the golds and the collectibles. Where did that Gabi go? I think that Gabi is suffering from skill issue. It's fine. Click. Yeah, and there are also those pillars that it's just hard, as I say, to not trigger a collision. Because it's hard, like that. Look at this. I feel that here, as I said before, this should have been enough to not count the collision, because it's only this fucking arm that is the problem. And I understand, yeah, I guess if the arm is in the way, you're not getting through, but I mean, I don't know. Well, that one I got lucky. Right, oh, there's the good vibes frog. Yeah, I only got 2 minutes later, don't worry about it. No, not Net's map, fuck. No, rise my ass. Wait. Promise that once you put nets, there is no way to go back. Little bit weird. Though then again, I don't think you need to get a bronze medal no matter what. Like, you just need to get to get to the end, and that's it. Okay, right there, the shadows are cucking me, and they have cucked me in every single attempt. It makes me think that I have to jump early, but no, it's you have to keep running. God damn it. Yeah, like, that looks like there is no more floor to run, but that's not the case. Yeah, maybe after all I will have to keep downsizing my objective, and here the objective should just be beating them up and forget about the medal. You're not getting a medal. That final one is so frustrating. There's something I wanna check though. What happens if I do this? I'm actually curious. Probably a bad idea. Yeah, it is a bad idea. Yes, it is. Wait, hold up, let's... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this is how the world record plays, with this sensitivity. Because to do a lot of those turns, you kinda need to have a very high sensitivity. The objective install the game done, I know. That was my objective all this time. Though, I mean, it's not too far from my objective. You know that I have a shit ton of Steam games that I haven't played, this being one of them. Like, as I said, I purchased this game like 4 years ago or something, and I never bothered playing it. So it's kind of my objective, yes, to play all these games that I never played, finally, you know. So I guess it's not that far off, like my objective being install the game. Like, that might as well be the case. In this case, I guess it's install the game and play it. It's the way I see which games I played and which games I didn't play. It's with the playtime. Okay, that worked, thank God. Oof, that was close. Yeah, here the issue was... yeah, my arms. Exactly, that's the issue here. God damn it, my fucking arms. No, you... that's like the worst thing you could have done. Of all the things you could have done, that's the worst. Yeah, might as well. I don't know why I didn't just go up there. Clearly the best idea. Tell me at least that was a bronze. Yeah, it was a bronze. So at least with one respawn it did let me get the bronze. Not sure how much was the silver though. I don't know if I would have gotten it without a respawn. Hard to tell. Well, who cares? No, that's... You know, we should cut this guy's arms anyways. What do they want them for? Yeah, you can say wall running, sure. But I'm pretty sure that's also a skill issue. They could wall run without arms. Just wall run without arms, bro. I tried to prevent going down and I ended up going down the other way. Box. Also, did you play Danmaku Kagura Clone Cat? I know that that's a very random question that has nothing to do with anything, but it just came to my mind. Did you? I plan... Like, next time it goes on sale, I feel like I kinda wanna get it. I'm talking, of course, of the online version, not the... the offline version, not the gacha that is completely dead. So you did play the mobile one. Is it a game you will recommend? Gameplay wise, obviously the gacha elements will no longer be a thing. I mean, just gameplay wise, because for what I understand it's a vertically scrolling rhythm game with Danmaku elements, apparently. I haven't played the Steam one. Well, in theory, it's supposed to be the same one, but without the gacha. But yeah, since I haven't played the original, I wouldn't know. Uh-oh. Then it's been a while since I saw yellow floors. Oof, this is gonna be so cancerous. It really will be. I don't think I was supposed to do that, but this is a green floor, so... It's a green floor, but there's nothing here. Well, that's weird. You can also jump here. I think it's the same shit. I don't think it makes a difference. Okay, I think I get it. No, I don't get it actually. Alright, so you cannot jump high enough there, so what is the idea? Not sure I understand the ending here. Yeah, what is it? Because how do I get all that height to go up? Okay, that somehow worked, but I feel like I did the exact same thing there as I did before. So yeah, that's how you do it. Oh, I get it. And it's not precisely subtle either. You're supposed to do both of the green things. How didn't I think of that before? You're supposed to jump on the green thing and then wall run on the green wall. I feel so dumb. How didn't I think of that? That's logical. That was weird. I guess my brain is just not cooperating today. Well, it's usual that it doesn't cooperate. The Dan McElement was only on selected missions and song. It was kinda lame, I didn't like it. The rest was just a normal reading game, it was fun. Okay. Yeah, I think that next time it goes on sale I'll buy it. Promise that... like... basically on its biggest sale, you could get the whole game with every single DLC, which are not few by the way. You could get it by like $40 with my currency, that is, of course. I don't know in other currencies how much it will be, but in my currency it was like maybe even less than $40. Maybe 30 something. So I feel like that's something that I should get. But at the same time it is quite a lot of money. Though, to be fair, that's what I kinda paid for Project Diva. Yeah, 3 years of DLC. I mean, taking it into account like that, I feel that it's not a bad price. It's just that for me to pay $40 fucking on a single game, it will have to be something like Project Diva. But I guess that's... I mean, it's not really relatively similar. I don't know how to explain it, but Project Diva is just special. You see, it's a reading game about Toho, right? So that should be a lot. Not to mention that it might be one of the only ones that has official songs, like from the games, like, you know, like actual boss themes from the games. I don't think there's any other official, fan game, yeah, a game made by fans that has official approval to use actual songs. That's one of the only ones that does that, so that is very appealing as well. And as I say, like with all of that, you will be like, well, yeah, it seems like a good idea, but I don't know. Because at the end of the day, it's a vertically scrolling reading game. And vertically scrolling reading games are like, you know... first of all, I'm not good at them. But there's also the issue that... I'm not sure if I like them that much. With Project Diva, I just feel like it's... like the gameplay of that game just clicks, you know? That's the thing. Project Diva feels like someone made a game and was exclusively thinking of me when making that game. That's what Project Diva feels like. Really feels like everything comes together perfectly. I don't think that there are many games that I can think that feel that way, but they do. I mean, it does. It's exclusively Project Diva. Yeah. I don't know. There was also another game that I was tempted on purchasing, but this one I'm pretty sure it's a very bad idea, which is Guilty Gear's Trial. Promise that it's a game that I'm not gonna play. I mean, if I already don't really play Street Fighter 6 online after I got Master with Lily, I don't think I'm gonna be playing that one. And playing online is kinda like the only value that the game has, because Guilty Gear story is not good. Like, I play the story mode of Celaria and yeah, it's not very good. Not to mention that you probably need to have played the story mode of Celaria Rev 2 if you wanted to know what happens in Strive, and I didn't do that. So yeah, that's the issue. Like, because with all the DLCs, Strive is also at a very similar price. But I'm not gonna play online, most likely. Not to mention, I don't think there is a single character in Strive that I look at and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my character. But I mean, there are characters that I like, I don't know, Slayer or Chip Sanuf, right? Those are cool characters. But it's not like they are like, I need to play the game because of that character. You know? Which is kind of the opposite of like the Sonic racing game that has Miku, that I will be willing to buy the game simply because of Miku, you know? The vertical thing is fun on iPhone. Wait, what vertical thing? Oh yeah, you mean the rhythm game. Well, yeah, I mean, I did play some vertically scrolling rhythm games on PC. I mostly got my ass kicked. The only one I could play relatively well and not really that much is Musins, and it's because it has a 3D perspective that kinda lets you see the notes before they arrive, like way earlier before they arrive, so you can prepare a lot better. But yeah, and that's a game that I should play one of these days. Been a while since I played it. They even added a lot of new songs since the last time I played it, so probably should. At the same time, most of the songs from that game I'm not the biggest fan anyways. Even though the game itself is pretty cool. That's the thing about a rhythm game, like, the gameplay can be pretty good, but if you don't like the songs, it's kinda worthless. Whew, nice. And no medal, go fuck yourself. What was the bronze medal on that? Go suck a bowl of dicks. What about that? Of bronze dicks, if it's possible. Yeah. Anyways, a good example, by the way, is Osu, now that you mention it. So the thing about Osu is that it's barely a rhythm game in the first place. And I'm talking about Osu, like the normal Osu, not Osumania, but yeah. If there's something that I hate about Osu is how dog shit the taste of like 99% of the mappers is for music. So unfortunately, despite the fact that you obviously have a lot more music than a conventional rhythm game, since it's completely community driven, it's like it feels like I don't have that much content because so little of it actually appeals to me. So yeah, that's an issue. And well, that's also a reason why, even though I kinda wanted to play Musins these days, when I remember the songs it has, I'm kinda like, nah. Not that they are bad, it's just that they are simply like a lot of them are like very, I don't know if you can call it hardcore electronic or whatever, but they are the kind of things that I don't like to listen to, you know. For fuck's sake. Okay, how the fuck are you supposed to do that? What's the trick? Bring me any asshole here, I don't care. As long as... Damn, I didn't scroll that much and already seen a lot of bronzes. Let's see what Mascap Killa have to say about this. I follow you. Alright, so he simply climbs that. Then wall jump here. Oh, that's... okay, well, aiming that will be an issue. Though, I feel like what's fucked up is that the level already starts with such an annoying jump. Yeah, it's not the only one. Damn it. It's like I feel that there should be a safe path that is extremely slow and maybe barely gets you the bronze medal if you complete it. And then another one that is like a harder path where you kind of have to think outside of the box to follow. And that's the one that people that want to have good times take, right? But yeah, this one just feels... well, precisely like it doesn't have a... like that safe path. I guess maybe my issue is that I am comparing it with Trackmania a lot. But yeah, Trackmania has like a lot more into it for a player that is not good. This game doesn't. I mean, at least it has replays, which is... we're supposed to wall jump, which is pretty cool, of course, but yeah, like, that's as much as it has to help newer players. What I feel like it's lacking here is the onboarding, you know. Like, there is very little onboarding. Like, a newer player should... it's kind of well, like in like in shoot 'em ups, ironically. You know how many shoot 'em ups just fuck you up and they are like, yeah, what are you not having fun? But yeah, kind of like that. Well, and the funny thing is that for all the praise that Cave gets, the company that makes shoot 'em ups, Cave is probably one of those that is quite guilty of that. Not on every game, and in fact there are a lot that are very well done for beginners, but well, Mushihime-sama being the perfect example. But yeah, there are many others that are not. And I think the best example is Ketsui. Ketsui is absolutely terrible for newer players. It's a game that... it's like it punishes you for playing. Then there's also another thing that will be useful, but I guess this is a lot more advanced, but it will be useful here if the ghost actually restarted with you on the checkpoint. Because otherwise, the checkpoint is pretty much... well, again, the fact that the checkpoints are useless Because yeah, here you will want to know what whoever you're following is doing, but obviously when you get a checkpoint and you fail, say goodbye to the ghost. You're not seeing it again unless you restart and you go for free camera. How dare you play our game now? I mean, I cannot complain about the game being too hard, that's the thing. Like, that's something that, or rather, I can complain in the sense that fuck this game, I'm out of here, right? But I cannot have it as an actual real criticism of the game. Like, I could complain about like the difficulty being like badly done or whatever, but that's not the case here. This is simply a very hard game and that's it. Like, it doesn't have, well, aside from those small flaws that I mentioned, the gameplay in itself and I think the level design generally is not badly done. But yeah, it's just way too hard, I think, for anyone that is not planning on, I don't know, becoming a pro at the game, which I will gamble that is most people. But it's also all a matter of what's the developer vision. Like, if the developer wanted this to be a game exclusively for the people that were willing to put a lot of time into it, then that's fine. I mean, it's not like it's the only one like that. I already mentioned shoot 'em ups, and especially like Kitsu is a fantastic shoot 'em up, but it's so shitty for new players. Like, you play Ketsui as a new player and you're gonna get your ass kicked so badly that you're gonna think that, well, it's fine because, you know, the game is intended to use continues. And well, you can use continues, not like there's any issue with that. But if you use continues on that game, just like with any shoot 'em up, it's a game that it's done in 25 minutes. You know, so I think in that regard, yeah, you wouldn't want to play it like that. But if you don't play it like that, you're gonna get your ass extremely kicked. And if you're not playing specifically the PS4 port that has a lot of tools to practice, like if you're emulating it on an arcade, or even worse, if you're playing it on an actual arcade, you're gonna be like, what? Right? You're gonna be, what am I supposed to do? But the thing is that it's not a bad game. Like, Ketsui as a shoot 'em up is extremely well done, but it's not made for new players, and it makes it very clear it's not made for new players. So at that point, of course, it's a game that, unless you're a shoot 'em up fan, you're not gonna know of. Or, well, maybe you're gonna know of, but you're gonna be like, yeah, that game that exists, that I never play and never will, right? It's the thing that I don't think it's a bad thing to do that. I don't think it's a bad thing to be like, no, I want my game to exclusively be played by people that are good at it. Like, that's okay. But that pretty much will warrant the fact that not many people are gonna play it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, also here I think that I already downgraded what my objective is gonna be. My objective now will be finishing the levels. Basically, we went to the lowest possible. Like, forget about medals, forget about everything, just get to the end of the level. But fuck that part is I don't know how to do this part. I mean, I'm assuming you're simply intended to wall jump there. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to do that. Not that though. Oh, fuck me, dude. I don't even remember how the part before the checkpoint looks like, by the way. At all. Like, I don't remember it at all, legitimately. And I don't want to remember it, because as I say, I already changed my scope. Like, just finish all the levels. That's your current scope. A very sad scope. But yeah, it has to be that way. There is no other way to do it. Alright, don't overjump, please. There you go. And then the ending is there. Nice. No. Okay, I'll take that. But is that possible? No, no way. I don't know why I lean forward as if that will make my character actually reach. Pretty funny. Okay, with momentum it should be possible. But it's possible if you jump. You didn't jump. That's a problem. There you go. I don't know, I think that's a good time. Well, you think that taking 7 minutes to beat a stage is not good? Look, I'm top 500. How could that possibly be bad? Actually, you know, hold up. I want to reach me, and I want to see how bad the time is compared to others. Oh, there are some people here. Okay, so the longest they took was 42 minutes by Doogie Fresh. Hey, I'm top 500 in the world, dude, okay? I don't see how that's a bad time. Though without the medals, it's hard to tell which one you did, but no, this one is the next one. I don't think I'm doing this, by the way. I think that at this point I already accepted that not even the lowest of my objectives will be possible, which is just beating every stage, you know? That's it. Just beat every stage. That's the objective. No. No, you can't. That's fucked up. Okay. That works. Wait, and now what? What did I miss? You want me to climb up there or something? I mean, I guess. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're supposed to make it there. You're supposed to make it there. I don't know how. Somehow. And I guess the biggest issue is the technique of needing to quickly turn around when you do a wall jump. That's extremely complex, but it's supposed to be a basic technique on this game. You know how in a game like Celeste, for example, you have a lot of very complex techniques. Well, this one that I'm gonna mention, I guess it's not that complex to execute, but I guess it's complex to do properly, which is, well, I don't know the name of the technique, but it basically involves dashing diagonally forward to the floor and then jumping, and basically you boost yourself very far. That's an advanced technique. That's something you don't need to use in the whole game. But it's there, and if you want to use it since the beginning you can, but the game never asks you to use it except for like one bonus level at the very end, and at that point you already played a lot of hard shit. But yeah, the point is that here, a technique like that, it's actually required from the beginning. Well, maybe not literally from the beginning, because the first stages don't really need it, but like at least in the normal game, it's required. So I think that you're intended to land on that pillar, but I don't know how. Doesn't look very possible, honestly. Box. Though, why are these pillars yellow? Like, what difference does it make that they are yellow? Because yellow is supposed to be the color that makes you go faster, but I'm not noticing that here, and I'm glad, because otherwise this will be even harder. But yeah, I don't really get it. Okay, like I either overshoot or undershoot that pillar. Don't you think that you probably shouldn't have made it a pillar? But maybe you should have made it a... Okay, you can actually ignore the wall, but then you don't have any momentum. Well, you wouldn't have any momentum otherwise, regardless. Okay. Stay there. No, but it's like you cannot stop, and it makes sense that you cannot stop, but yeah, it makes everything very hard. So is it gonna be like this for the rest of the game? Like every first, well, second, depending on how you look at it, checkpoint is gonna be harder than the rest of the level by a lot? Because in the previous stage it was the same thing. Like the first checkpoint wasn't that bad, the last one wasn't that bad, but the middle one was extremely hard. And I'm noticing that that's the same thing here. A little bit fucked up, honestly. But maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else that I'm not doing, but I cannot imagine there being much different in what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, without momentum you cannot do shit in here. Nice. But yeah, that's the issue. You stop here and you're doomed. Now you're not gonna make it there. Okay, maybe you will, actually. Right. And then that's the... I shouldn't have gone here. Okay, that works somehow, but didn't I just fuck myself over here? No, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's... that wasn't very good, but it's fine. Now the question is... will this checkpoint be as free as the first one? What am I supposed to do here? Maybe not. I'm not sure what's the idea on that. You know, to climb that. Well, maybe... but that... I don't think I can jump on the green wall there. But that one is too tall and it doesn't seem like... you cannot do a wall jump either, apparently. But I'm not sure how those little platforms there are gonna help me. Like, what do I do with this? You can also not climb this. Oh, never mind. Okay, I guess you can climb that one. And then, well, then you do the... oh, fuck, dude. It's as I say, the angle for the wall run is so fucking picky. Wait, can't you simply jump that regardless? No, I guess not. You know, I think that that's high enough that you cannot reach it unless you do it through here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Pretty hard to stop yourself at that platform. Okay. At least once you're here, you should do this. And it works. But yeah, then you have to do the wall run. Yeah, good luck overshooting, undershooting, because it will happen. Unless you can... No, you cannot jump straight. You know, here I actually wonder if I'll get to the 5-star levels. Because beating them, I think I already know I won't. But can I actually get to... anything else? I have nothing to say really, other than complaining, but yeah, it's just complaining about my lack of skill, I guess. Really, dude? This feels so random, like it works when it wants to. Guess I need to jump earlier. No. Why does it work sometimes and some others it doesn't? Now it's not working. It just feels like not working, I guess. It worked that time. Okay. We'll probably just jump straight to that platform from below. Oof. Oof. Yes, oof. Alright, hold up. Oh, that's okay. I don't like the ice here though. But as long as we take it easy. Okay, that works. And you probably want me to go to the middle. Oof, close. That didn't work, but I think I can climb back, yeah. Yes, but then... Oof. Alright. I somehow managed to pull that off in 10 minutes, don't worry about it. See, I'm top 400. Can't believe these people are doing this, though. 23 seconds is something. Alright, so no, it's not this one, it's the next one, Airborne. Not sure if I like that name. What do you mean Airborne? Oh, 3 checkpoints, nice. That's the first map with 3 checkpoints. Yeah, that's a very, very good signal, indeed. Oh, you don't have the momentum, I think. Oh, you do, actually. It was as simple as hitting the red, you know? But no, you couldn't do it. Overjump. What I'm not sure is why, if you land on the very bottom of the stage, Why is that not an instant retry? Like, what makes you think that I can get back up? Though, I guess they don't expect you to get back up, but that's the reason why it's so weird, right? Like, just, like, respawn me. It's fine. Okay, yeah. That wasn't hard, it's just that it's knowing exactly what to do that it's not simple. Now, this looks lovely. For instance, at this point, this looks like a labyrinth. Like, good luck knowing exactly where to go here. I have no clue. We'll assume that it's actually a wall run. Like, I'm pretty sure that those platforms there are for like a collectible or something. They're actually intended to do that. It's just that that seems so hard to aim. Though, that's the thing. Like, that's supposed to be like the hard way of doing this. But what is the easy way? Like, using these platforms, how? Like, and see what I mean when I say that these maps are lacking like a safe path. Like, what is the safe path here? Maybe it doesn't have one, or rather that's the problem. Yeah, it doesn't have one, but why doesn't it have one? I feel like it should have a way to do it quickly and a way to do it slowly. Yeah, I'm doing it the quick way here, but that's because I don't know what's the slow way, if there is even one. Yeah, aiming on that last one will be an issue. But at least I can claim that I did all of the 4-star levels. Though ironically, you don't get any achievement, because if you didn't get any medal, like at least for Steam achievements, you don't exist. You know, you get medals. You get achievements only when you beat, or rather, when you get a medal of a specific type in all of the events of a specific star rating. So if you get a silver at least in all of the 1-star things, you get an achievement for that, and you also get the one that will belong to bronze, since it's a higher category, right? A higher reward, I mean, a silver than bronze, obviously. Like, I don't know if, for example, I get here. Like, no, that cannot in any way be the slow way. Like, I wouldn't know. If anything, you know, it makes me think that might actually be the fast way. Like, there is a route in those pillars to more quickly get into the checkpoint. And what I'm doing right now is the slow way. It might be like that. Like, the safe slow way is the one I'm doing, most likely. And that makes things even more fucked up, because there's nothing safe or easy about this. I have a prediction that this is probably gonna be the last level that I can play. Because it's probably gonna take me long enough to beat it. So, yeah. I missed it. And as much as I will, because you might think that I'm hurrying to do the wall jump, like I could stay longer in the wall, but no, you cannot. Like, you constantly fall. if you don't do a wall run and you simply like stay in the wall, that you're gonna end up hold up, I'm having issues with my wrist right now. My wrist is actually hurting, though weirdly enough it's the wrist that I'm using for the WASD movement, not the one on the mouse. I guess it's simply that it's not a good position I was taking. Oh, the one in the mouse is also not doing very well, I guess. Could be doing better. Yeah, I guess that's also another problem of playing games like this one, that they also require a physical dexterity I don't have, and maybe I had before, I don't know, because I don't play this type of games, but yeah, like, it actually makes my hands hurt if I play them for too long. You missed it again, you piece of fucking shit. The final one. Okay, apparently I cannot get to the final one, it's just not possible. I think I got it. But holy shit, dude. That was only one of the checkpoints, by the way. I feel like that could have been a level on itself. That's also another thing. I think instead of dividing these levels in the checkpoints they have, I feel like you should have instead made every checkpoint its own level. I feel like this division just doesn't make much sense at all. That was weird. Why were the platforms there? Oh, and this one is free. Just wall running on the green one. But I guess this is another example of a level where a single checkpoint kicks your ass and the rest is mostly fine. Goku Vegeta Super Saiyan. Now that's a fucking cheesy name. Nice. Pretty funny though, I gotta say. So I unlocked the final category of levels. I don't think I'm getting very far here, but we can at least start it. But I'm just warning you right now that I'm most likely not gonna finish them, guys. Differently than yesterday that I went for a 4-hour stream, today I'm not gonna go for a 4-hour stream. Simply won't happen. So yeah, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Overshoot it, god damn it. Would be nice if there was a, you know what I said, would be nice if there was a button to do an instant turnaround instead of needing to do your mouse to do that. It also would be nice if there was a button to stop your character on the spot. Because if you just stop moving, it's your momentum the one that can easily kill you instead. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure you can reach up there. Okay. And now what? Wait, okay, that's the checkpoint, but where do I need to go? Not there. I mean, no, it's here. I guess so. Problem is that, yeah, this one should. I think this one will be the final filter. I don't think I can pull this one off. Because those, I think, require you to not lose your momentum. And I'm already struggling just landing in one, so having to land in all of them confidently enough to somehow, you know, be able to keep going without stopping, that's not happening, dude. Hey, don't lose anything for trying. I guess. I mean, normally here, even not being able to at least finish all the levels on a single stream, normally I will continue on the next one, but this is not a game that I was planning on playing for more than one stream. So yeah, I guess it's unfortunate that I don't finish all the levels, but I don't really see a reason to continue it on another stream, because yes, I definitely can beat them. It's just that I don't want to. It's like one of those things that I think I got my fits of the game with what I already played. So I really have no clue how to do that. Maybe that's not what I'm intended to do, but I couldn't imagine doing anything else. Maybe there is a route that I'm not seeing. Oh, I couldn't jump there. But, you know, as I say, I think this is the final filter. There is no way to not get filtered by that. Here, if you wanted to make the checkpoints to be good for, you know, for survival, what you would have done here is put a checkpoint as soon as you get to that platform. But yeah, like as I say, the checkpoints here are completely worthless. Like they can serve as a pseudo practice, because instead of retrying the whole level, you retry part of it. That also would have been better with more checkpoints as well. Well, I think at that point, since I know that I'm not finishing this, I kind of want to see the other levels, you know? I prefer seeing... Oh, this one is 1 minute on the author time, well, though these guys didn't seem like they cared too much. Well, this one was also 1 minute. I think at this point they realized that no one is beating this. Nah, at this point it's just pretty possible that it's simply the case of players, very dedicated players, getting better than developers at their own game. That's something that happens almost always. It's just that not many can do that. And well, I certainly cannot, but... So, yeah, that's the issue. You fall here and that's it. You gotta restart. Like, there are a lot of essential dead ends that don't seem to have... Well, I guess that one, it's there for that specific collectible. I still think that they don't have much reason to exist. Like, it would be better to just instantly restart. That one I somehow managed to land, just couldn't get any further. Damn it. It's so hard not to overshot. I mean, that's mostly because at this point of the game, platforms that are not 3 blocks like pretty much don't exist. Yeah, you have shit like this, but for the most part the key platforms are all gonna be 3 blocks and not more. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, that is, I'm pretty sure, the fastest way of doing that start at least. I think that's the intended way of doing it ultra fast. The problem starts here. Like these very precision based jumps. I mean, the biggest issue of doing those precision based jumps, it's not like they are normally hard to do. It's the issue that you have to do this while taking into account acceleration. That's obviously what makes them hard. You see, otherwise you wouldn't overshoot half of this shit. But yeah. That's the checkpoint. Damn, that's quite crazy how fucking long the checkpoint is. I almost overshoot that. Okay, so you probably will want to do that jump straight, but I don't think you're intended to. That almost is not enough, but I don't think I was even intended to do that. I guess. The problem is that if I hadn't rolled there, I think I would have lost all my momentum anyways. Yeah, alright, cool map. Okay, what else do you have? Control. Well, there is another indie game, I think, called Control. Well, not sure if it was indie. It was a weird game. I didn't play it, I just saw it, and it's a little bit of a weird game. Yeah, and this one I think it's precisely called Control because yeah, you need control to somehow go at this speed and not fall. I don't know how though, especially, I mean, yeah, it's all about wall jumps and shit like that, like it's understandable, but like putting this ice here is very evil. Like this would already be hard without the ice, like putting the ice there is like, I don't know, like trying to climb Mount Everest, but to make it spicier you just put random bear traps. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to climb the Everest. I don't think I need more difficulty, but yeah. It's fine. Well, at least it's at the beginning of the level, so you can retry it quickly, but yeah, I'm not sure if I like the idea either. Yeah, all of these ice platforms are an issue, without exception. Well, I guess except that one actually. Is that enough? Barely. Okay. That looks way too hard. We're supposed to wall jump from that super tiny pillar. Holy shit. Okay. And I have no clue what to do at that point. That was a weird bounce. Well, the checkpoint is supposed to be there, so also not really sure if that's the path. I mean, I could try to see it from here, but the problem is that you cannot really see it. Hold up, free camera was F2. So you're supposed to... Wait, I already forgot from here, right? So you wall jump, then here, and then... Yeah, I guess land here. But then, unless you keep going, if you lose your momentum there, there's nothing you can do. And I don't even know what's the point of this ice floor here. Because why will you go there? Yeah, the point is, you land there, and with all the momentum you do this, then down here, jump. I think you're supposed to do this. Are you supposed to climb on this one? Well, either way, I already know it's not happening. I'm not even gonna try it. Alright, freedom. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That doesn't look very free. I just wanna try, as I said, every level since it's pretty clear I'm not beating them. Might as well try them at least once. You know what, ironically, this kinda made me want to revisit a Super Cloud build. In that game, I remember some levels looking pretty cool, but it's that also is a game that's just like this one is very hard. Wait, are you supposed to do this? Okay. And then, I don't think I can wall jump there. Doesn't look possible to me, at least. Maybe it is. Well, not if I slide down, but yeah. That's also already not knowing what to do. How many people beat this level, by the way? Hold up. No, not this one, this one. How many do we have? Well, honestly, more than I was expecting. 152. Okay, well, let's see what Google, Mr. Google here managed to beat this level. Let's see how he did it. Alright, free camera. Hold up, let me retry. Because I want to see what this guy does the whole way. Okay, so he uses the momentum to do that. The camera controls in free camera are a little bit annoying though. Yeah, well, that's something that I'm already not doing, but I'm curious to see what else he did. Damn, dude. You need to have a lot of control to pull this off. Not to mention being able to jump like that. Yeah, no, I mean, I clearly cannot do this. Well, ironically, maybe that final checkpoint I could pull it off, but everything else, no. Well, let's do... and the final level called Precision. How many people did this? Well, I think... Or... No, I don't know if it was more than the previous one. Well, whatever. What is this? I mean, it really feels like it's a game that it will feel satisfying to pull this off eventually. It's just that like as I said, doesn't do a good job at onboarding players. So it's like you think to yourself, yeah, it will be very nice to do that, but why would I want to get good at that? You know? It's a game that will somehow have to extremely appeal to you to get good at it. And well, it's obviously not my case, but I'm not sure for how many people it's the case either. Okay. Then through the wall, right? I could have... Oh shit, okay. Could have done the wall, I think, the whole time, probably. So how do you do that jump? Can you simply do it? Oh yeah, you have enough. And of course I was gonna overshoot. Yeah, and that's the problem of a lot of these final and even not so final stages. The amount of tiny ass platforms you have, it's very insulting, honestly. Because it's like they appear like they were jump scares in a horror game, you know? Like you are overusing jump scares a lot to the point that they don't really get scary if you use them that much. And here it kinda is the same, like they make the game way harder, but it's like at some point you're like, well, yeah, I already get it, like, you know, you want the game to be harder, but it's just kind of like lame. Instead of being like seeing that and being like, ooh, that looks menacing, when it starts to become a common thing, it's like, you know, fuck this shit. Instead of becoming menacing, it's more like it becomes annoying. It's, as I say, it's one of those games that you will have to have a very big drive to want to get good at it. And you could say the same thing about, like, for example, the shoot 'em ups that I play, well, or many other games that I play. But yeah, I guess everyone has their own thing that they really want to get good at. But yeah, in my case, this is certainly not it. I think in my case, the weirdest thing that drives me to get good at are shoot 'em ups, and a lot of people are just gonna look at that shit and be like, hey, why would you want to get good at that? Like, yeah, I guess it's the same thing that I will think about this game, like, will I want to get good at that? Well, everyone has a reason, just that I don't have any for this particular game, so yeah. I guess, as I say before, aside from the few criticisms that I have, like the checkpoints being pretty much worthless from a conceptual standpoint, because yeah, they are useful here. For example, if they weren't here, I wouldn't even be doing this part, sure, but I mean, conceptually, you either have more checkpoints or you have no checkpoints. I feel like this middle ground is just odd, right? Like, it's simply a very odd middle ground that does not help like the top players, and it also, I mean, yeah, it helps, but the help is so little that at that point it's like, as I say, you wonder why didn't you go the whole way and actually put a reasonable amount of checkpoints instead of so little. Like, why didn't you go the Trackmania way? But yeah, it's whatever, it's fine. But yeah, I don't think I'm making this checkpoint. In fact, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Like, yeah, wall jump there, but I'm assuming keep your momentum, because yeah, without keeping it, but yeah, no. I think that that's enough for me. Wait, there is a daily feature. I'm assuming these are like probably... I mean, I'm curious to see it. Insane mini tower. You know what? I'm gonna try this one. I want to see how fucked up these levels get. Like user-made levels. Maybe it's not that bad. No, it certainly is. I mean, it looks simple, but it's kind of like the equivalent of an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game where you have to do like 10 gate jumps in a row. Like, yeah, like that's not that hard to pull off, I guess, for the people that are used to it. But for anyone else, it's like, what are you doing? Well, in fact, did anyone even beat this? Well, maybe it doesn't show. Well, yeah, this guy that is the world record holder of everything clearly did, though. I don't think I can see the medal from there. Well, whatever. That will be it for me for today. Sorry if you expected me to beat all the maps, because it's an understandable expectation. Like, I usually do finish most of the games that I play, but I just don't really have any motivation to finish this one. Like, getting good at this game takes a very long time, and that's a very long time I'm not willing to spend. Not on this game. Like, as I say, I'm willing to spend a lot of time to get good at a lot of other games that, you know, people wouldn't understand why, but I do. But this game, I don't feel like it. Like, it's not for me. But hey, it's a cool concept if you like this sort of stuff and you don't mind dedicating hours and hours into it. Like, this could be pretty cool. But yeah, it's not for me. And I will assume that it's also not for a big portion of people either, but at least you can tell that there is, I guess, a small community that does play the game, so hey, at least it's for someone. But in any case, that's gonna be it for me for today. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with, well, Need for Speed No Limits. That's what I'm gonna play. So have a good one, and take care.